Hey, what's up? This is Joshua. Daily video blog, cover up these ears. It's way later than I like to do these videos, but today was a productive day. I don't normally like to do the walking ones, but I'm in this neighborhood that is lit up like crazy for Christmas or in the holidays, and it's dope as shit. So I'm gonna run with it. Let's see. So we're in the midst of this series called "Doing Business as Design Hacks" because I couldn't come up with a better name for what we're doing business as in this series. But it's basically about methodologies for working as a designer according to kind of a specific framework, for me at least, that's very content driven, very idea based, less formalist, less experimental, and ways of kind of working with a little bit less friction, I guess it would be. So one of the things I've been talking about in these last couple of videos is the idea of a minimum viable product in terms of design. And I would watch the other ones to get a little bit more context, but I think one of the things I've been talking about is the notion of trying to get a lot more work done in a lot less time, in such a way that there's less kind of back and forth with clients, and also less kind of wasted energy pursuing some concept down to a kind of granular level that doesn't actually get used. I think one of the things that tonight's gonna be a really short video, less about one of these deliverables and more about that kind of frame of mind. One of the things that's important to me in terms of developing a design process is I want to be able to work fast, because I frankly lose interest pretty quickly. And then another aspect of that is that I want to work in a way of where there's less friction. I want to not be defending work so much as explaining an idea, getting a yes or no, and then executing that idea. So these kind of MVP ideas and concepts are really important, because what they allow me to do is have a conversation with a client before I've gone too far down the road, and I don't have to answer questions of whatever, why is it this color or whatever, because instead we're focused really far in the big picture. And what I often found was that I would design down to the level of a kind of quasi masterpiece, and then I'd start getting questions about color or whatever, and they'd have to go back to the drawing board and show these multiple color options. And one of the things that I've come to view is that when people start recommending, start asking about color, very often you're doomed. You are going to go down this asinine thing of investigating a million color palettes very often that they don't really go anywhere and don't make a whole lot of sense. And oftentimes I think those kind of complaints, like nitpicking the color, the font, or something like that, they're very often a mask for the fact that the person doesn't actually like the thing and just doesn't want to tell you they don't like it. So one of my goals is to get someone invested in the process in such a way where, of course they like it. They picked it. It was just a tiny, shitty little sketch, or it was just a boring layout that showed the promise of an idea when it began. And I guess what I'm trying to do is get them as invested in the process as I am. However naive that is. I want them to feel a sort of ownership of it. And that's kind of, that's the point of the MVP. Cut down on the back and forth, cut down on the nonsense, cut down on me feeling insulted when they want to Frankenstein something together, and instead get it to where it's collaborative, but it still allows me to do what I'm doing as a kind of solo venture, because I don't want to sit at a table and brainstorm with you. Yeah, that's that. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great evening. If you have a question about anything, leave a comment. I'd love to tackle it. Okay, bye.